Hello, good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. How are we doing? What is the situation report of day 2 of End Bad Governance in your area? Good morning, everyone. Please, our lines are open. You can give us a call to tell us the situation report from your area. What is going on in your area? What happened today? Is it gaining momentum or is it losing momentum? Let us know what happened in your area. So many areas are really gaining momentum and things are going as planned. But in some area, who knows what is going on? So let us know what is happening in your area tonight. I am Okocha Marcel. Thanks for joining me tonight. Let's talk about the situation report of today's End Bad Governance protest. Please, if you are joining us for the very first time, we hear from you through WhatsApp call only. Please don't call the normal call. You can call the WhatsApp call. So what is going on from around the nation? The Chief of the Defense Staff, the CDS, said that there will be military intervention if the protests continue and without any solution for the federal government. So a lot of people are unable to decode what the man really said, that there will be a military intervention. You know what that means? That military will intervene in a civil matter, like a peaceful protest that we have today. So let me know what you think about the situation.
Somebody told me about it. Make my walk, see the little boy. He said to me, run from something. He said to me, education is a key.
There is a WhatsApp call on the front of the screen there, on the screen. You can use it to call us directly and share your opinion and your thought with us. What happened in your area today?
Somebody told me about it. Make my walk, see the little boy. He said to me, run from something. He said to me, education is a key. I said, I thought I knew where I was going. From today, I am today.
Yeah, from the Lagos State government of Nigeria, the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, said that he will cut the food price by 25%, the transportation price and everything by 25%. so that people can easily afford the cost of living. He said this is what he's using to respond to bad government protests. But you know what? It's none of the things we requested. It's none of the things we are demanding. We are not demanding the cut of, transportation, subsidizing the transport. If they reduce fuel price to the barest minimum, I think naturally the price of fuel is going to reduce. So there is no need for him to subsidize the cost of transport. They should go and attack the price of fuel. When the price of fuel is being, reduced to 200, 150, you will see that the cost of transport is still going to reduce. So that is what I was expecting him to do. Take It Back movement counters lawyer Ade Borua says protest will continue till Tinubu government meets demands. Thanks for joining me tonight. Please, if you are just joining us, there is a WhatsApp number on the screen. We really want to assess the situation report of today's bad governance protest. So you can call us to share your own opinion with us. Now, the article reads, Take It Back movement counter lawyers Adegborua says protest will continue till Tinubu meets demands. Damilare Adenola, the director of mobilization for the Take It Back movement, a non-governmental organization, has stated that the ongoing bad government protests against the economic hardship will continue until President Bola Tinubu addresses the demands of the organizers. So, the leader of the Take It Back movement is reiterating today that we are not going to back down until Tinubu responds to, the call of the masses, what we want him to do. Speaking on Channels Television on Friday, Adenola said that there is no going back until Tinubu, meet the demand. Let's have some calls. This you can equally call us through the WhatsApp number on the stream there. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, hi, Okocha, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I just want to appreciate you because I was in the office watching you live today.
Okay. I know you well, but the viewers don't know you. It's better you tell them your name and where you are calling from.
Right. Yeah, my name is Daniel, calling from London.
All right. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Well, I'm just calling in to appreciate your efforts today. Honestly, that was impressive. Honestly, I salute your courage, and people of Delta, they've been really wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful, yeah. And just need to keep pushing. And this is the second day is gone.
Yeah.
So we've got 8 more days to go. Can even go further.
That is what I wanted to say.
Yeah, no amount of intimidation, no amount of strategy or hindrance or whatever, because that's their way anyway.
Yeah.
They're still sharing money. The funniest thing, this is how God works. A police, the police lorry that sprays the water actually knocked down a fellow police. And killed him instantly.
Yeah, and also an immigration officer shot himself 3 times when he was trying to stop protesters.
Wow. Can you imagine? Well, let's see. There's then I don't know how is that information that was leaked. Is that true? That Wike was having a meeting with some stakeholders to unleash the military on the protesters from tomorrow. So I saw the message leaked. Well, I don't know if it is true or not.
Actually, right from time, they have been planning such thing even before the protest begins. But the military, was not interested. I don't know if they picked interest already, because the military said they are going to stay there from this protest. I don't really know why, but I think there is something is cooking.
So far, so far now, the military hasn't, they've not shot anyone.
Yeah.
They've not shot anyone. Not a single person.
The military are not interested.
The boy that was shot in the head in Jigawa died. The boy gave up today. He couldn't survive it in the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm just calling to appreciate your effort so far. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And let's everyone that will be going out again tomorrow, let's try as much as possible to be peaceful.
Yeah.
Please, and I salute every Nigerian that will be going out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling. Now, Chief of Defense Staffs begs media houses not to cover end bad government protests. What does that mean? What does that mean? Chief of Defense Staff is begging the media houses not to cover the end bad government protest. It doesn't make sense. How can the Chief of Defense Staff be begging the media houses not to cover a protest? What is their plan? Now, this from Shara Reporter, it says the Chief of Defense Staff begs media houses not to cover end bad government governance protests. So the Nigerian Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, has urged both international and local media to stop covering the nationwide end bad governance in Nigeria protest over economic hardship under President Bola Tinubu's government. What does that mean? That people should not cover what is going on? No, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for the CDS. The CDS Musa made the appeal during a press briefing on Friday. For the media, this is what he said. I want to appeal. I noticed yesterday all the stations are hooked up to the occasion. This is not an election. Don't give them that coverage, Musa said. Well, you see, many people that Buhari appointed into his cabinet are Abacus age mentality. When I mean Abacus age mentality, these are the people that don't reason well. They are not 21st century. They are not 2024 men. For you to urge the media houses not to cover protesters, that is not an election. It means that these people are really backward, that these people are not supposed to, be leading us. They are really backward. I don't really know what to do with all these people. Sorry, I'm having kata already. So, the Chief of Defense Staff said that the media organization should not cover the protest. It's a sign of trying to, subject the whole situation under their care, of which is not going to work. So don't hesitate to call through the WhatsApp number on your screen and talk to us. Let's know what is going on, okay? Let us know. Now, it says he suggested that many protesters are merely seeking media attention. Of course, no, we are not seeking media attention. If you are seeking media attention, we know what to do, we know what to say. This is not all about media attention. It says some of them are looking for moments to be on the screen together. I can assure you we are going to win, he added. The call for a media blackout comes on the second day of the demonstration that have disrupted the commercial activities across the country. So I don't really know. You see, a person like this man, like Musa, will be ready to shut down the whole internet as time goes on, like I told you before. So for him to come out to say or make this statement is very disrespectful, and it's very bad for the country and her citizens. The media should not cover what is going on. Another report comes, says police confirm gunmen attack on Nigerian Army checking point in Ebonyi State. So as the protest is going on, Southeast have been boiling from Imo State to Ebonyi State. a lot has been happening. A lot has been happening. I don't really know. A lot has been happening. But I know that at the end, everything will be settled. Now, another report says the media center, CJID, condemns violent attacks on journalists. Journalists have been attacked so many times without number. Most journalists have been attacked by the policemen. Most journalists have been attacked by the thugs sent by the federal government. So that is the situation. And it's not something to write about that journalists have been attacked. It's not fair that journalists have been attacked for covering the NBAR government protest. Now, another report says House of Rep members who oppose probe of a mandatory fraud Ahmed should be recalled. Pro-democracy group. Afenifere condemns Igbo must go stress in Lagos, demand prosecution of sponsors. They have started again. I don't really know if this country, if before we do these things peacefully, if people don't want to have patience for us, if we want to divide this country peacefully, if people don't have patience to do that, I think they themselves should call for the dissolution of the country. Anytime there is protest in the country, all those things we see, they will, return the wrath to the Igbos, which is absolutely wrong, absolutely wrong. Another report says NBAR governance, Nigeria at home should join protests by banging their pants on the streets. So they are saying that Sowore said that if you are coming out for protest tomorrow, come out with your pot, come out with your empty pot, and come and knock it on the street. Let people know that you are hungry. Well, another report have it that APC chieftain in Kanu leads talks to loot public property, accused violence after hijacking. Causes violence after hijacking. This well. Emir of Kanu Sanusi appeals for calm as protesters return to streets for NBAR governance in Nigeria, the two. Another report has it that Nigerian Baptist Church writes Tinubu asks him to revisit fuel subsidy removal and other policy amidst protest. Another report have it that OPED, many brains were destroyed under Buhari by Adeola Sowore. I believe it's not only brain that was destroyed under Buhari. A lot of things went wrong. A lot of things went wrong under Buhari. Now, there was a curfew in Kano State. They said nobody should come out to protest in Kano State, but Kano residents defied curfew to join the protest. You see, when people are hungry, they don't respect anything anymore. When people are, when they are fed up, they don't respect anything. They believe that if government did not come to respond to why they are protesting, they will still remain there. No matter how you put curfew, curfew doesn't know hunger. Curfew doesn't know hunger. If state governors want to use curfew to intimidate the protesters, they should get ready for the wrath. They don't know what could come. Now, FCT Senator Kinjigbe denies sponsoring NBAR governance protest, says she's home since Wednesday. The Minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike, has tried his possible best to put the allegation on the senator representing FCT that she's the one sponsoring or part of people sponsoring the End Bad Governance protest in Abuja. But the senator has come out to deny the rumor that it's not true. Now, you see, looking for who is sponsoring the protest is a childish thing. The government should know that. It's very childish thing. The demands of the people who are protesting are the thing that are sponsoring the protest. That is what they should know. The demand of people who are, carrying out the protest, they are the sponsors. So they should not even look forward maybe looking for someone who is sponsoring the protest and so on and so forth. I don't really know what happened in your area today. Share it with us, please. Share it with us. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate your time. In our area today, a lot of things happen. A lot of things happen. Look at the things that happen in our area today. Take a look. Now, we targeted at one thing, only one thing we targeted. And what we targeted at is just block the road and let no one move. That is the federal road, the state road in our federal constituency. All of them are blocked. Let's have another caller, please. Good morning, sir.
No, good morning, sir.
Thanks for joining us. Please tell the viewers your name and where you are calling from.
Okay, my name is Daniel.
All right.
I'm calling from Cambodia.
Thanks for joining us. Talk to us.
Yeah, I just want to first of all to congratulate those who are on the street protesting for good governance or against bad governance in Nigeria. No be small work without a break. But I thank God that they still resist the pressure from the government, and the government can play so much deaf ear to us. But my point is, I'm encouraging everyone I can call to go to the street, do your best. But I was listening to Margo this morning. It's already 6:30 a.m. here now. 6:30 a.m. Saturday morning. So, I was listening to Margo this morning. Margo was reporting for a woman from Ghana who was suggesting instead of putting people on the street, we should strategize. Okay. And it was a good idea the woman brought, because if instead of losing much people, I think the organizer should strategize on nothing to do. I'm not saying it must be done, but I'm thinking that the suggestion of the woman was very good to minimize the killing instead of giving up finally, because if the killing continues, people might give up. And I want to tell Nigerians that if they eventually give up on this protest, Tinubu administration will finish Nigeria. He will look at what he's doing now, just 1 year, and will come to protest. He wants to show his Jagaban. If he becomes Jagaban over this protest, problem in Nigeria. So whether they are threatening us or not, I encourage those who are on the street to keep on going. And also, I saw yesterday in Abo, people are doing a nice job. And I asked, what is Benue people doing about this job? Because there are people who come to know to cry that are killing them. What are they doing in IDP camps? Or are they waiting for the protest to stop? They can't feed them free of food again.
I don't really know what is going on in Benue.
Last time I visited Nigeria, a lot of people from Benue State trooped into Enugu State, many in their thousands. Maybe they move from ID camp to, but why would there be protest that they should not see Benue State people there? I think Benue and the Plateau State should carry this on their head. And what is their reason? Do you know any information about their reason not to come to protest?
First of all, most people from Benue State, some person like Plateau, they are protesting. I think Isai Boba is leading protests in Plateau State. In Benue State, most people are complaining that they are under the siege of the terrorists. You know, I told you people that terrorists is controlling most of the parts of Benue State, especially the rural communities. Those people who are aggrieved are supposed to come out to protest. They're under siege. They don't have the will of their own. They're under bondage. However, I believe the Benue State are yet to wake up. They are yet to wake up. They don't know. They don't really know what is coming. don't really know what is there before them, because if you see that things are not going on well, nobody should tell you to come out and protest. So that is what I have to say about that.
That is what I'm saying. There are people who complain of being killed. I thought that in this protest to be the first people to come out, even not even people from Niger Delta or maybe from what they call them, Igbo Delta or Delta Igbo, whatever they call them. You know, because these people, Fulani people, are trying to do what they call ethnic cleansing, right? That's what they call it. They have tried to use map to separate some part of Igbo into Delta and call them South. Some part of Igbo in the River State, some in Biafra State. They are trying to do ethnic cleansing, and they're doing that in Benue State now, currently now, by coming with the bandits. If they are really clean, then they should come out. Because if they block that road, they go from Enugu to Kogi State. If they block it in many places, and they block our own, let me see who will come to Lagos and do a festival there. So they are who understand the point that should to block the road to Nasarawa, road to Kogi State, block it in midnight. And we already know that Nigeria don't have enough law enforcement agents to counter this thing. They don't have. We know that. This is why I heard you said one immigration officer shot himself. What immigration officer do while they're doing protest? Is that place border? You see? Because they don't have enough people to counter what they are doing. We know that already. I had one man and I was talking yesterday in Abuja. He said that very soon your tear gas will finish. That's what the man said in Hausa. Which means even the ones who know that the corruption is also in the middle of the police and the military, whatever they call themselves. They don't even have bullet because the corruption is there too. We know all these things. We know their secret. You know, we know they don't have any to contact us. So if Benin are not blocking the road, it means they want to be dying. And I want to say with all my heart, if after this protest I didn't see the weight of Benin people here, I won't employ any Benin State man in my company in Anambra State. I won't do that. Or in Enugu, I won't try it. And the end that they kill them, I will not cry for them because they just supposedly say they are dying. So, why can they be so lazy like this? So that's my own about the Benin State stuff. And also, lastly, you should shorten your time and go and rest because of tomorrow.
That is right, my brother. That is right.
How to shorten your time to go and rest so that we continue tomorrow.
Yeah.
We get some energy, tomorrow we'll continue again. So you people that are astrologers and think if we are going to think about maybe telling you to start home, block the road, start home, let Lord grant this economy that is not using anything to us. It will pain them more. That's my suggestion in case you go to the meeting where I just suggest that to save more life. Instead of discouraging them by army shooting them. If we start at home, let me see who army will come and shoot. And Igbo State and Ebonyi State is in trouble because APC is severe. APC State in our southeast, that's what the problem is. You see, that's the problem. So please let us strategize again. And we are putting the strategy, we are putting our own also. They are working a great knowledge. We have a modern knowledge this time.
All right.
So just know what to do next to beat them down, to keep the morale going.
All right. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, sir. That was a good idea. Let's have another caller. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining. What is the situation report from your area about this NBAD government protest? Please let us know. You can equally give us a call through this WhatsApp number on the screen. Robert Amoko, good morning. Thanks for joining us. Sustainable bad governance, hunger, corruption, high fuel prices, fuel subsidy, removal, high inflation, hardship, INEC, election, inefficiency, no jobs, insecurity, poverty, high cost of governance. Though mention but few, there are a lot of problems associated with Tinubu's governance. Mondo Kurita, Ekene, thanks, good morning, thanks for joining. Dominic A, good morning, thanks for joining. The last miracle of good morning, thanks for joining. Tam 523, So the media houses don't cover it, they will lose views. Of course, they will. Thanks for joining us. Sam Ekene, good morning. Thanks. Okay, AG Keme, good morning. Thanks for joining us. Michael Obuago, good morning. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, every Diners. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. I really appreciate your time. We are going to make it just brief tonight so that we'll go and prepare for tomorrow broadcast. So we just have a few minutes for this broadcast to end. Please, you can kindly call us and let's see what is going on in your area. Let's see what is going on in your area. As we know, this protest, the sources of the protest will determine how long we are able to sustain the momentum. So it's important we continue to stay on the streets, continue to demand for our right then. So please kindly do well if you are protesting, kindly do well to join us in the protest tomorrow. Join us in the protest tomorrow. Let's protest together. So because of the planning and everything, we are going to call it a day tonight. Please, I really need to take some rest because of tomorrow. So I really appreciate your time. I appreciate everything, your support, and everything you people have been doing. Let's continue to do like that. May God bless us all.
Somebody told me about